What's up, everybody? It's your mother loving Starboy. In today's video, I want to discuss a little bit about physical media and the changes that I've seen recently, and specifically in movies and entertainment, um, but also in gaming as well. And like I said the other day, the gaming industry for this year has started to make a little bit of a comeback, and I'm pretty excited about what we've seen in the landscape, but also in movies as well. We've had a pretty big year so far, or in my opinion, I was pretty excited about some of the movies that came out this past year and what's coming up. We just had Mandalorian come out. Of course, we not too long ago we had the Mario movie come out, or the Mario Galaxy movie. We just had Mortal Kombat come out. Also, you have Toy Story 5 coming out. You just had Fire and Ash at the end of last year. And as far as the Mortal Kombat 2, I'm definitely going to be picking that up on Blu-ray. And I've started a pretty sizable, well, not really that big, but I've started a Blu-ray collection I've had over the past couple of years, and I'm pretty excited about some of the movies towards the end of the year that was coming out as well. But in my feed, there's the episode of the filmmaking and edits that I thought was pretty interesting, of how this creator redid Terminator 2 in a toy version, and we're going to take a look at it. I thought it was a pretty interesting take, and we'll take a look at it here. Tell me what you guys think. And I thought this was pretty cool. They recreated a model set of Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and yeah, this was pretty awesome how they had the whole recreation here. Now, in my years of experience with photography, this is one of the first times that I've actually seen this in use with this type of lens. I thought this was a pretty neat way of how they captured and edited for the shoot here, with this type of lens. This is the first time that I've actually seen a practical, or well, of course it's practical, but like I said, first time I've seen it in play here for something like this.
Let's get ready for sequence 2. We mount 400mm lens of the camera 1. The FX30 with the 16 to 35 will be handheld over there, and the probe will need to go underneath the set. There are small access hatches, and we'll position the stand accordingly.
I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine for that big old set of Terminator 2, for all that to have been shot on two Canons and an Icon? That to me, I mean, that to me is just amazing, like how they did this. But can you imagine if they had actually done this for the actual movie, and they had that whole set just in this stop motion for for that big old movie? That would have been pretty funny.
All right, rolling engines. 3, 2, 1, action.
mean, like I said, and you have to take in consideration you're dealing with a model set here, but for the size of what they're dealing with, they they did a pretty good job, and the fact they have multiple shots here and multiple versions of the truck, yeah, that was pretty cool. And another thing too, so I guess they didn't have it in the budget for the big explosions, but yeah, this was still they did a pretty decent job with it. Um, but yeah, that was a pretty neat that was a pretty neat setup they had there. But like I said, I'm excited for just the physicality of movies making a comeback, the gaming making a comeback. Um, I'm in the camp too. I don't want to see physical media die. I don't think any of you guys do, or at least if you grew up like when I did, late '80s, early '90s. We're part of that crowd of you want ownership of what you have. But anyway, we'll play this one more time. I'll let y'all see the end part here. The final out. I'll let y'all watch that through. But anyway, yeah. The Now as a kid, I missed the first part of when Terminator had started. But as I grew older, I come to appreciate the the series as a whole. Now, like I said, I'm more into the lore more so than as I've gotten older. But like when I was younger, I kind of missed out. It was the same thing with Jurassic Park too. I never really got a chance to see it when I was younger. But as I've gotten older, I've kind of grown my appreciation for the series. Both of those series have grown a lot. But those two series, I don't have on I don't have on Blu-ray or DVD. But like I said, I've gotten into like the expansions of like the expansions of like gameplay, and like I said, I'll just um, as I've gotten older, I've gotten into the movies as I've gotten older. But anyway, I thought that was a pretty neat take on Terminator 2. But at any rate, tell me what y'all are excited for this year for gaming and movies. If there's anything coming up that you're looking at watching this year that you're excited about, drop it in the comments. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and Starboy out.